Nelly the Hereditary and Everest, Jones the Post, Harry the Bread, Guy the Gate, he was the Undertaker.
He doesn't pay. I've only come to collect the rent.
Rent?
Yeah? Rent? I'm the new council rent collector.
Yes, rent. You better come in, wouldn't you? Don't mind if I lock the door, do you? But this terrible fiend abroad, you better be too careful, will you? I don't know how you even dare to walk the streets at this hour with a monster on you.
A monster?
Oh, don't tell me you haven't heard.
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith. But I don't
Oh, please call me Smith. I'd like us to be on first name.
I've got a tale for any scurrilous themes from anyone else on my round.
And your name would be...
That's a hackney. Malignant. That's a hackney.
I see.
And my father had an obsession with obscure bodily defects. But tell me of this monster.
The streets of Notting Hill are not safe this night, Mr. Buttercup.
Oh, please, only malignant.
It is a terrible thing when God-fearing men such as yourself cannot safely walk the streets at night, collecting their rent and weekly payment.
But what sort of monster is it?
I must be a good chap. But I never saw such meat as is currently being eaten in this neighbourhood. Cannibalism! Cannibalism is what I'm talking about. An abomination in human form that lures its victims into a false sense of security. And then strikes.
Really, babe? If you'll just give me the rent, I'll be off. I'll be quite safe from the...
Mad cannibal!
Yes! Right.
Oh, how can you talk of rent when men and women of this borough may this very moment be lying on a plate with half a can of baked beans?
Isn't it, babe? Mr. Smith? Smith? I do have a job to do and I'd like to get home to my wife, you see.
I really think you should stay, Mr. Buttercup. My conscience won't allow me to let you take your chances with a hungry Would you like something to eat?
No.
My freezer is very well stocked.
No, I think I'll just collect my pennies and I'll be off. Now here's the rent book if you'll just sign. Here. Mr. Smith! What are you doing? What's your little game? No, Mr. Smith! Don't! Either you relax with it!
In this very theatre, we will take you up the high road of thrills, chills and cheap sentimentality, and down the low road of death and despondency, and I'll be in Scotland for you. To tell you tales so blood-wrenching that the management have kindly provided the plastic bag, but you will find sellotape to the underside of your chair. Oh, tonight, the rat screaming from the very bowels of the cockroach-encrusted crypt, we bring you the story of the Red Man. The music during the performance will be provided by Sister Sybil Smyrna of the Mary Joanna Church of the Ever-Burning Joint of Jehovah and her savage jungle rhythm. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Sister Sybil. I'll make up 2 in 1. And this is where our story
Excuse me. Excuse me, are you a red man? Excuse me, is there anybody in there? Hello, Mr. Rentman. This is a nuclear warning. In 3 minutes, a Caruso gets laboratory will turn off this town hall. Hello, is there anybody in there? Oh, my poor heart. I'm dying. I'm going. I'm having a citizen's arrest.
Madam!
Are you speaking to me?
Nobody else in the room, madam.
That's what I've been thinking for the last 5 minutes. I could have been dead.
Could have been sleeping.
I was not sleeping, I was dead.
Congratulations upon a remarkable recovery.
And of course. Now that you are speaking to me, I'd like to see the chief rent officer, please.
What?
I'd like to see the chief rent officer, please.
I'll have to think about this, oh God, this is a shock. I'm not sure it's right for people to actually speak to Mr. Sharplola.
But I only want a quick word.
I'm terribly sorry, young lady. There was a terrible queue at the cosmetic.
Mrs. Bragg, what do we do with this lady, please? Chief Rent Officer.
You can't be serious!
But I only want to see the chief rent officer.
Oh my God. I'll have to fetch my colleague.
Excuse me! I'd like to see someone who's not in authority. I'm not staying here all day. I've got to do my shopping. Now...
So, you want to see the chief fellows? You're sure aiming for the big ones, though.
It might seem like a joke to you, Mr. whatever your name is, but it is imperative that I see the chief rent officer.
Listen, honey, I've been in the rent business a lot longer than you. There isn't a square inch of this old carcass that I didn't waste out at one time.
I'm not sure what your particular kink is, young man, so I'd be obliged if you'd allow me to speak to someone who's relatively normal.
I suggest you try the sun.
You come back in! Look, I've got my shopping to do. I can't wait around here all day. Excuse...
I'm terribly sorry about that. She tends to get carried away.
I'm surprised in the list. In fact, after 5 minutes in this place, nothing surprises me at all. Now, if you really want to bowl me over, perhaps you could choose the chief rent officer, please.
But nobody actually wants to see the chief rent officer.
Do.
Now.
Perhaps if I showed you a photograph.
No, I want to speak to him.
Please. Please don't say these dreadful things. It's not healthy for me. It's stress. I tend to start doing impressions of Betty Davis, but I'm stressed.
Is there wrong, Mrs. Spragg?
Yes, there is. I think I'm going to have one of my baby Jane attacks.
Why don't you take the tablets that the doctor gives you? Huh? It is that once more that confiscating your vanity case. What's brought this on now?
It is torture-based late. I can't bring my tortured lips to mouth the unuttable utterance.
I only want to speak to Mr. Sharplola.
I bring an unnatural
Sorry about that, madam. This new Mental Disorders Discrimination Act. I have to hire a certain quota of schizophrenics by law. The thing that worries me, though, is he insists on coming out of work.
I have not come here to bandy psychiatric chicks up with you, young man. I insist on seeing the chief rent officer.
Very well. If that's what you want. Some people never learn. It's a shark, Muller! What is it now? There's a lady here to see you. Is she mad? Well, she's not very pleased. No. I mean, he wants to see me.
But you're the bloke I spoke to
Yes. I'm sorry about that, madam. Trying to go through the proper channels. It was taking a lot longer to see me. We were a bit short-staffed at the moment.
That's what I've come to see you about.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll have to hand you back to Mr. Sprague, and he'll give you the appropriate application forms.
Well, you don't understand. I don't want to be a rent collector.
Who does? That's the first qualification. Anyone found showing any enthusiasm for the job, be out in their ear. Now, Mrs.
Static acne.
Static Acne. I've had that name somewhere before.
Yes, my husband. He's one of your rentmen.
Oh, yes. Last chap. Cross-eyed with a hump and thick spectacles. The only problem, as I recall, Greek's garlic in the mornings, daddy with red man material. So, Mrs. Buttock Acne, would you like to work alongside your husband?
Would you?
I see what you mean. We can probably fit you in somewhere else.
No, I don't want to be a rent person. How about my husband? I wish to know where he is.
Where he is?
Yes! He's gone missing.
Missing? Oh no, it's another one.
Cocked his fish fingers, his favourites, just as he likes them, arranged triangularly on his bit of silly plate, his baked beans in the middle. What do you mean, another one?
Well, he's the 7th this month. We keep sending him out and, just don't come back.
But how many rentmen have you lost?
Same really. It's Tompkins and Miss Snelling, and the other women, Bradley Bodwell and Bruce Roy, the investigation department. About 443. I suppose it's 444 now. They do mount up, don't they? And it's costing us a fortune in uniforms.
What's happened to them?
There are fears. Mass kidnappers by local authorities. Government plot to undermine the GLC. Wages believes there's an elaborate triangle where Redman gets sacked! 4th dimension! It's possible, I suppose.
But what did the police say?
Well, to tell you the truth, Mrs. Buttock Acne, we won't want to ask them. I mean, out there, Mrs. Buttock Acne, to the world of violent cannabis addicts. Nancy's holding discos in public lectures. People who part on WL lives! Society must be protected from these criminals. I can't go pestering a busy police force with trivialities like a few people having turned up at work.
That's called 444 missing rentmen a triviality.
Don't you worry, Mrs. Buttock Acne. Brother's probably been given a guidance of the Kremlin at this very moment, having the time of his life. Tell you what, if he doesn't turn up within the next 7 days, I'll provide a free memorial service down at the Red Man's Mission. That's no better than that, can you?
Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. But don't think you've heard the last of this because you have. Because stitching time goes the longest to the well, but the people in the glass houses won't be very happy.
Fancy lunch, Mr. Sprague?
Oh, well, I'll have to change.
This is not Karma Miranda. I don't really mind.
I bought the bleeding bananas now.
Mrs. Buttock Acne told the local hospital and veterinary surgery in search of a missing husband. At last, broken, embittered, and bereft of hope, she finally had to admit that her husband was gone.
Heaven, keeping heaven, and I'm so really good. Missing that
I hopefully went long. I've gone missing. This was a web of intrigue in which many people were fatally entwined. Not least Mr. Smith and the ill-fated denizens of the Ranters. And just at that moment, another character was about to be sucked into the hectic mouth of the plot.
I'm terribly sorry, but I've really not finished that last batch of soya sausage rolls you brought me.
Oh, no, it's not that, Mr. Smith. No, it's not that at all. Although I hope you're enjoying them, are you?
Oh, yes, they were quite delicious, yes.
That's nice. Do you know, when I'm downstairs in my playing Ranters position, trying to get in touch with my advisor, I overhear you walk into the kitchen, and I think there's Mr. Smith offering up a nibble of one of those vegan sausage rolls. Over the buildings when I come. It's about the cruise castles.
Well, actually, Gladys, I don't think I want any, because that cooler...
A nuclear workhouse.
Well, I'm afraid that's the effect it had on me, yes.
No, Mr. Smith, not the food. Radioactive toilets. I've heard through the grapevine that they're about to install unisex atomic conveniences in their town hall. So me and Mrs. Goldstone, you know, from Yelshire, we're going to set up a women's peace camp on the town hall steps.
But you work in the town hall.
So no, that's what I found out. I've been put on early cleaning duty. And this morning, as I was doing events, this morning, she was distraught on the side. She just lost her husband. She had his fish fingers already and he's down the van. From what Mr. Sharman says, there's not much likelihood of being coming up. Anyway, it was her that mentioned about the toilets. Well, she seemed as if she was in the know. Don't know how you do laboratory cleanliness, Mr. Smith. When I'm on my hands and knees scrubbing around the bowl, the last thing I need is a lethal dose of radiation shooting up at me out of the system, is it now?
No, I should think not.
Anyway, as I was saying, when Mr. Bulstrode peddling the wheat turn up all day and me scrubbing, well, the peace camp's going to be attended to during the weekdays. So I wondered if you'd mind doing the afternoon shift.
Oh, no, sorry, I don't quite understand.
Well, at the women's peace camp, Mr. Bulstrode will begin to amuse me and a beef splash and potato pie lunch cup. And I'll hand you a bank cup, which says, why should our children have atomic piles? And really, all you've got to do is hand up pamphlets to the multitudes and say, songs, I should play the songs. Now come to them socialist dishes. I'll bring in sheets. And if you can occasionally run into the town, clamber up the clock tower, winch yourself onto the roof and wave a flag about it, all that would be lovely. Mr. Bulstrode will arrive at 4:30 and over.
Well, actually, I don't know if I should really point this out to you, since it seems to me to be a trifle obvious, but the fact is, you see, that I'm not a woman.
Oh! Well, you could pretend. I'm sure those on a green and common. I've seen them on television, and there's a lot of them left up, but like real people, so oh, snap.
I can't smell anything.
It's coming from your kitchen. Were you cooking something?
Oh, it's only a recipe of my own. You see, I'm having a red slam here for supper.
No. It's meat! It's meat! You've come to this! Do you think you can stand there as a Christian and invite me into your home when there's a remains of some poor innocent creature bubbling away in your side of the
leave BigBadGlad alone, Mrs. Catherine.
Oh, that shall not kill Mr. Smith.
Well, that shall not cover thy neighbour's ox nor his ass.
Oh, you're not telling me you're cooking in donkey? I thought you were a Cajun spirit. A lone light in the jungle of Malcolm. Oh, how the scales are falling from my eyes. Find you here. With all the accoutrements of a naked savage. Though that being racist, there are savages of all creams and shades. You're on things else, doesn't it? And so. Oh, what have you invested in a what? What may I ask? Is it your freezer?
Oh, I wouldn't look if I were you, lad. It's full, you see. And you wouldn't want to upset yourself now, would you?
Oh, that's an excellent. Now there's some poor dumb beasties lying there above me, frozen, ready to be chucked into a pot with a bunch of herbs and a tin of cooking sauce. So disappointed in you, Mr. Smith.
I think you better go and calm down. Tuck yourself up in bed with a copy of Stairhead or something.
Under the circumstances, I would find that most unfortunate choice of reading matter.
Gentlemen var en börjartar. Gentlemen var en börjartar. And I'm going to eat your Geneva.
Mr. Smith is a man. A man for whom life weaves a delicate shocking death to life with our devilish way. A man whose sole aim in life was the systematic consumption of London rank life. Meanwhile, another day, and the morning found Gladys and Mrs. Bulstrode on the steps of the town hall, with more important things on their minds, it would appear, than the mystery of the missing employee.
Fancy MD.
Are they coming?
No. They said they considered the nuclear toilets to be less of a threat to international peace than Robert Carrier's robo sheds.
I thought you might say that.
You don't have to clean them. One blast of gamma radiation from that system, and I've been turned into one of those lobster claw mutants they used to have in Lost in Space. I'm in line to become chairperson of Women Against Everything. Who's going to vote for a giant crab legs?
There are only two of us in this movement. I doubt whether a sudden metamorphosis is going to change the leadership situation in any major way.
We may get more members.
Who?
There's always Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith is not a woman. We can't join women against everything. He's part of the everything.
Obviously, I'm not against Mr. Smith.
Well, neither am I. But you can't call the movement women against everything, except Mr. Smith. He's part of the general oppressive collective sexist majority.
Oh, that's a very labellist phrase to come out with.
We came out with this morning.
Well, only because I discovered he was a carnivore. He was into the long boat.
I'm sure there's a morning. It couldn't be anything else.
You know, I didn't inquire as the exact species. Why?
Just curiosity.
As a matter of fact, I've invited him to join the Women's Peace Project.
And what did he say?
He said he was a man.
Well, he is.
No. But I find it very sexist attitude for him to take. Especially as he does such charitable work. You know, I think he's also close for Oxford. You should see the things he chats around.
You know, the routine is big again.
No.
What sort of things?
Oh, so we've had real businessman. Strong grey man. Pairs of old spectacles. False teeth.
False teeth? We want to give those false teeth to Morrisburns.
I expect there's some lippers.
Do they body people without their teeth, then?
No, they're probably the spare pair. You only pack a spare pair of teeth in your coffin, wouldn't you? Well, you give them right at that. Oh, there's a very nice frock there. It's very good.
Are those your own teeth?
Yes, they are. I am not in the habit of wearing dead person's teeth. I paid for these. Come the revolution, there'll be free teeth for all.
I find it a bit ambitious, planning the revolution with just the two of us.
There's always Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith wouldn't know a revolution if the repressed arm of the populace shot up his jacksie and whistled the red flag.
Mr. Smith was a very kind and understanding man. He had the red man for dinner last night. Now, you can't say he hasn't got a taste for the working classes.
What did you say?
The donkey.
The donkey?
He gave it to the red man.
Oh.
I suppose it's because he's lonely. You know, it can't be easy not being in a minority group.
No, not. Might be gay.
No, look. He hasn't got one of those photo mirrors. Let's just make mine to Shirley Bassington because it's fun.
I can't imagine Mr. Smith minding his Shirley Bassington record.
What? Returning home to his lonely room after an unsuccessful evening at the Speed Queen Gaylord Dress. You just see him waving his arms about and belting out Iowa nothing. He hasn't even got the Shirley Bassington records. Or even Jayne Chard.
Well, that's that theory out the window, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got to find some sort of language for you. Can't go through life not being oppressed in some way. I don't see as how there's anything wrong with not being gay. He's a very nice man. Heterosexual or not.
So many people don't. I wish I did. I wish somebody would tell me about me. Besides something that's spelled out in life outside. Besides something called a temperament, which consists mostly of swooping about with my trolley, screaming at the top of my voice.
Want you at work? It's only 3:30.
BigBadGlad, it's terrible! I'm not used to this! Collecting your rent!
Oh, so you shouldn't be doing that. It's bad for your health.
I don't know. I really don't know. I've been through 3 screen goddesses already this afternoon. I even found myself in that sauna in Shepherd's Bush, singing I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Cook.
Oh, so what happened?
I barely escaped my life.
Anyway, I'm just getting on to Traviata Towers, and then I'm finished.
What, Traviata? So you went past Traviata Towers, not that? However, we can manage that trolley all them stairs.
No, just have to manage. I'll start on Mother Kelly's doorstep, followed by I'll build a stairway to paradise, fly me to the moon, and knocking on heaven's door before you can say Tom Robbins.
Mr. Sprague, you wouldn't like to join us, would you?
In what capacity?
Well, in this women's peace campaign. Sure you'd enjoy it?
Is it political?
Yes.
Maybe tomorrow then.
Right.
I tell you what, I'll go and get myself a Vanessa Redgrave wig.
On second thoughts, I'll stick to actresses.
Twilight will the Scoutmasters.
Oh, do stop reading that freaking paper.
Listen to this. Council Rentmen Death Horror Cannibal Mystery. Police are currently investigating the disappearances of more than 400 rent collectors following the discovery of an entire grove of human skulls found in a local skip just off Ludbrook Grove. Foul play is not yet expected. Said Detective Inspector D. I'm not in your police. But as the skulls show signs of being cooked Colonel Sanders style, they cannot rule out the possibility of modern-day cannibalism. The thing is obviously loose.
There's no mention of a peace camp in there at all, is there? It's the sort of thing I'd expect from a crypto-fascist newspaper like that.
Kensington Town Hall are silent on the matter. Their chief rent officer, that Mr. Sharpsmuller has subsequently gone missing and is therefore presumed eaten and unavailable for comment.
Oh, I am glad you never did like him. You don't think they could have put something like the extremist political faction, women against everything, are currently camped out on the town hall steps, protesting at the installation of radioactive brevies. They've given us some publicity. Do you know, we might have got some Greenham Common women down here.
Oh, I hope not.
What?
We haven't brought the crash. Has Mr. Smith ever invited you to dinner?
Me? No, he hasn't. But then he's the sensitive sort, albeit a meeting, sir. He wouldn't want the subject of digestive politics to be brought out for speakers. He seemed very interested in Mr. Smith's eating habits all of a sudden. That's the fourth time this week you've asked about his meals.
Just curiosity.
So long as it's that and no more. If you're thinking of casting your cat's ring, my girl, you can think again and cast elsewhere. Are you fit?
Almost.
I'm off to give Mr. Smith an infant, and I'll start on the hearth and surprise Harry.
Yes. There's always Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith's grisly leftovers have been discovered in a local skip. What was the terrible secret behind his unholy craving for human flesh? And why red men in particular? Would anyone live to find out? Or even now, keeps by deadly pace. Another potential victim was nearing his culinary doom. The span of his life measured only by a few brief pages of script. Those of you with a nervous disposition may like to consider leaving the auditorium for a few minutes. As we now return you to Resident.
Are you Mr. Smith?
Oh, yes, that is correct.
I'm sorry to trouble you, Stephen. I've been sent to collect the rent.
Rent?
Yes, it's a silly situation, you see. I wouldn't normally be doing this sort of thing, you see. My job is more administrative. I haven't called to important movement, have I?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm afraid that at my age I'm a bit salted off with romance. Would you like to come in?
Thank you very much.
Just a precaution. Never be too careful. There's some strange people about nowadays. Thieves, pickpockets, muggers, cannibals.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, the world is getting worse, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Mr. Smith. Now, if you'll just the rent. I shall be on my merry way.
Oh, would you like a cup of tea? I'm sure you'd like something to fortify yourself before you venture out into the cold night. You look like a strong sort of person to me.
No, thank you. I don't touch tea. My mother says the tannin makes you sterile.
You look very nervous, Mr.
Spragg! My name is Spragg.
Well, there's no need to look so worried. I only offered you a cup of tea.
I'm sorry! But it's the pressure of the work, you see. It affects my condition. They told me I'd have a nice quiet job with a desk to myself, and all I'd have to do would be to sit there and send out eviction notices.
You don't mind my asking, Mrs. Spragg, what exactly is the condition that you're suffering from?
My analyst calls it schizophrenic Hollywood deficiency syndrome.
That sounds nasty.
I've had it since I was a child. It's caused by a lack of old films. I have to watch at least 3 a day, and I start to take over the lead female role myself. It's such a strain. I was barred from Tesco's, ripping off all my clothes on top of the cooking counter and singing, "Let me entertain you." Stress. Stress that brings it out in me. And all this rent collecting isn't doing me any good at all. I'm not manual, I'm clerical! And if it wasn't for all these disappearances, I'd be all right, Mr. Smith. But I'm practically the only one left.
Have many vanished?
Hundreds. Hundreds. It's got me so worried!
I don't think there's any need for you to be worried. Quite frankly, balanced to me. I've never really understood the need for psychoanalysis.
No need analyzing, any eggs for rising, feel very straight but nice. Your heart goes pitter-patter, I know just what's the matter, because I've been there once or twice. Your head on my shoulder, need someone to rush down with a velvet glove. There is nothing you can take to relieve that simple ache. You're cup in love. I'm terribly sorry about that.
That's all right. It's like dear a bit of live music for a change.
Who was I this time?
That's a murmur.
Thank God it wasn't Edison Williams. I'd have made a terrible mess in the bath. It hits me quite unexpectedly.
Yes, it really did. I was saying, all these disappearances now, what could have happened to them?
They didn't get them.
Well, you can't be serious, surely.
Oh, yes! Mr. Sharpmiller told me! Moscow will do anything to get their hands on our rent revenue details and sabotage our housing allocation program. And now Mr. Sharpmiller has disappeared as well.
Oh. I can't imagine how much stress it must cause. Not knowing whether you're going to be spirited away to the Siberian time with your rent book still warm. I'd imagine it treats schizophrenics rather harshly out there. I'd be feeling very worried and upset and stressful and likely to leap up and turn into Ethel Merman at any moment.
Turn up! Find the lights! We got nothing to hit the lights! Roses for me and for you, for you, for you.
Your head on my shoulder, come down with a velvet glove. There is nothing you can take, really, nothing but like nothing you can love.
Falling in love again, what am I to do?
Don't regret. Yeah, I am don't regret. Wish me luck as you will. Deny you to be on thy way.
To my eyes, it is the same thing. Did I see what I just thought I saw? Or did I just think I saw what I thought I saw? The man I laughed. Well, at least the man I think I laughed. I thought I saw doing what I thought he was doing. When I first thought I saw him doing what I thought he was doing. Oh, Mr. Smith! Such passion of attracts within me breaths. I can feel your breath. I melt the murderous eyes from your heart. How many times was my bosom pulsed to the savage rhythms of your fatal lusting? As I sat alone in the flat below, forbidden mysteries pulsing in me loins. And now I have to discover your dark, satanic, secret. I got a fright on the night that I looked in his eyes. I saw Mr. Smith as he struck Mr. Sprague to the floor. He lay there dying. On the orphan by that sweet little man I adore. I stood aghast as the last of his breath came gasping. Waving from out of his chest with an arm of a rose. Stood there salivating. As down came his coat to which I found quite hard to endure. Mr. Smith. Why, Mr. Smith? I could say, just though you were having forte, a terrible young man that just put He was my rock. He beat in my bosom with pulses I could not ignore. Why, Mr. Smith? Do you eat and pie, Mr. Smith? So, right falling and him on the floor. Forgive me, my darling, for you're the one man I adore. Forgive me, my beautiful little magpie honeymoon.
What are you doing here? Who are those other people?
Are they not the answer? They appear at moments of heightened tension.
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
Well, that's it, then. Mr. Smith, something I wish to say.
Something seems to be clear about you, Gladys.
You don't know what you are! Richard, shut up!
Time and place. I thought you were a bit more romantic about it.
How do you expect me to make a romantic about being chopped up and thrust into an oven with a couple of parsnips? That's the only way I can be be yours. So be it.
Chopped up.
Yes, chopped up. Loved, sniped, cooked and eaten. Killed. Now you stop pretending you don't know what I'm talking about. Sit here.
I don't dream of killing you, Gladys.
Okay, how you do? So long as it's not too painful. What did you say?
I said I wouldn't dream of killing you, Gladys.
How you to know you're a mad cannibal? The papers are writing about me.
No, under the circumstances that you've obviously guessed the truth. I suppose I can't really deny it at all. Gladys, I
I'm not good enough for your other name. Was your old bird too tough to be shoved in?
No, it's not that at all. It's just that I only eat rent collectors. Besides which, I'm very fond of you.
What did you say?
I said I'm very fond of you.
You're a cannibal.
Well, you're a vegetarian.
Well, they're hardly the same thing.
There's not that much difference when you think about it. I'm sure that bean sprouts have feelings too. In the opinion that human beings deserve a great deal more suffering than innocent animals and vegetables.
I agree with you up to a point. We are a wicked and cruel species. But I think you're taking things a bit too far by eating people.
Not people, Gladys. Rent collectors! I hold an insatiable grudge against all rent collectors. A grudge that has been with me for the past 40 years. I had a wife once. Blonde the Winter. She worked in the rent man's local pub in Hammersmith. The Mac and briefcase. She was a hat stung. It wasn't much of a profession, just hard to combine. It was then that I discovered that she'd fallen a young taller rent from Barry Island. And waited when she was out of work. I went round. I'm sorry to say, Gladys, that in my fury, rage and grief, I beat him to death with Blodrin's gas mask. Early moonlit hours, I dragged the bottom home. I sat there for a while wondering what to do, until, so I believe, God showed me the way. The next morning, I advertised a special delivery of pork.
So what's happened to Blodrin?
Poor woman. She died of a broken heart. Well, I don't know what I looked like. She was very depressed at the time. And that's how it all began, really.
Well, I'm afraid that's where it's got to end. No, Gladys. I've been using that name for some years now, in the pursuit of Mr. Smith, following a trail of dead rent collectors and landlords across the four corners of the globe. My name is Detective Inspector Dim. Notting Hill Police. That's the ID. Cannibal Investigation Department.
What's about women against everything?
Well, considering 50% of the membership has unfortunately changed sex, you'll have to call it, woman up against a hell of a lot. It's not like you to be stuck for words, Gladys. Now.
You're arresting me, I suppose.
Yes, I am. And at this point, I must remind you, anything that you say may be taken down and used in evidence against
All on your Sunday, but
Women's self-defense lesson.
Well, it was certainly effective. He's dead. Well, you know, come sit down. I know it's a shock. The first time is always the worst. My dream, inspired by you and you alone. So, before you invited me to join me on your mission against society, I hadn't realized how empty my life was, how meaningless my killings had become. But now, together, we can achieve so much. You have given me a purpose.
I realise this may all be a day's work for you, Mr. Smith. But I just killed a human being there.
Oh, hardly that. This was a police.
There is that, I suppose. I could still get into an authority job. Do you know, they may not let me organise the one-parent family bingo sessions anymore.
There are more important things ahead of us now than bingo.
Oh, what do you mean? The lesbian wrestling group?
Revolution! Oh, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. Cannibals against the world! A two-man army. A two-person army of guerrilla chefs. Making silent culinary attacks upon society. The Lady Mass, the Chief of Police, Lord Longford, and MP. We shall dine upon Prime Minister.
We could be the ultimate minority group.
Oh, Gladys, I knew you would.
Oh, well, as long as you understand I'm not doing this as a carnival, as a public spirited citizen now.
Oh, that goes without saying, really, doesn't it?
Beware! Beware! This is a nuclear warning! Soviet cruise atomic lavatories will be hitting London Grove any minute! The end is nigh! Protect and survive! You're all going to die! It's started already!
Friend of yours, Mr. Smith?
Well, I thought he was a friend of yours, actually, Gladys. I've seen him out a lot lately.
So what do you mean then? Tell us about we're all going to die.
Well, I think he meant that we're all going to die. It's a little bit late to see this now, Gladys, but I wish I'd joined you in your protest now. Peace camps don't sound so daft today, and death's looking in the gullet.
But anyway, this is the wedding. Set out. No special bills for bank, right?
No, it seems a bit silly on the 23rd floor of the tower block.
It looks like this is the end then. Could you believe me after that?
I think I'm about to do something and I'll stick to the end for that.
From the inner limits to the outer bound. On this chilling story of the corrupted power of the urban jungle cannibalistic syndrome has now reached its peak. May I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to dwell upon the tale of Mr. Smith and to ask yourself some penetrating questions. What evil lurks within your heart? What thoughts are in your minds? And above all, who is in your freezer? But this is not quite yet. But after writing the final scene, the author, overcome with grief, despondency, despair, and several cigarettes of dental company, decided that life, or indeed perhaps death, wasn't quite as bad as it was painted. On a sudden impulse, he packed his longest carrier bag and typewriter and moved to a Christian laundrette in Ealing, where he wrote the now legendary finale. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the happy ending.
Put your boys Valerie its way. And the movies and the no one else would play. It was the hungriest man in the crowd. So when after midnight came the animal sound, he took the red man up, he said over speedily. He's a rookie wookie cannibal of San 23. Fried chicken for example the stand. The same time the band was out of sight, so stand. We did my seat to taste as good. And the traffic for you're a big girl, good. He's on the head now. He loves his cookery. He's a rookie wookie cannibal of San 23. They were sitting up in his anatomy. He's a rookie wookie cannibal of San 23. You wanna be a rookie cannibal of San 23. A man jokes, his rookie wookie vintage in as happy as a chef could be. Tossing there and tossing the hay to the parties. The rookie wookie cannibal of San 23. Cannibalism, do, we got the face in the bar. Cannibalism, make it fun, we must clear the leg of a bus conductor. Rookie cannibal, it's such an animal. Larry off the middle, breakfast and a velvet tea. A pepper, a lemon, a piece of oregano, and a pinch of salt. Cannibalism is hash, hash, dash, all the master to take dirty names. He loves maple pie. Set up and rock the line. He's the movie cannibal of Fan 23. He's built and written so many. He's snitching out, he takes up his ball. Late to the past, he wants made his dude with the palm of a bus cue. Going there, the most of them fights, takes his cookery. He's the movie cannibal of Fan 23. Movie cannibal of Fan 23.